Before the swing, there is stillness. Before a blueprint, there is a thought. This is a special 5-part journey where we invited India's leading architects to step away from their studios and join us on the show. Vision is the invisible architecture of everything that we do. I'm Chetan and this is Golf and Beyond.
Each site is unique. I mean, when you see a site, first thing is to respond to the surroundings. What's around, what's inside. I mean, how much we can, keep that and, turn the space around. That's the main thing what you look at it when you, see a site. And also, natural elements like wind direction, how the sun moves, what's the direction of the site. So those are a few things which we look at before we even start drawing on paper.
A lot of things comes into the mind, like as we approach the site, it's like you're interacting with the nature, the client needs, the requirements, how those things can be harmonized and bring it into some kind of a symphony. So you see the start point and you also envision the end point. So many things happens in the very first thing what we see that's the most exciting time.
We go to the site with the client's requirement basically. First thing what we generally do is with the requirement we tend to come out with a basic idea as to how we can practically work on the client's requirement and make it a concrete product. So that will be my first approach.
It's very similar. I mean, if you ask me a course like Prestige, when you stand on the first course, you see all the natural elements. You see water, you will have to read the direction of wind, which way to hit. All matters. The moment you hit, the entire thing is different when you go and see the ball where it is. So it's very similar.
Quite similar. There's a lot of excitement, anticipations. So you see that, what's going to manifest like as you play. So there's a lot of milestones, a lot of assumptions. You start thinking, feeling, mixed emotions before you start it. So that's the most exciting part actually, the most exciting part. You're not the winner, but you still feel the winner. That's it.
Where to hit the ball, how to approach that hole. It all depends upon the course. How do we manage the course? So, the same way how we do in the blank site, what we do in the blank site. Taking the client's requirement, how is that we are going to place it there, make it look good. So, the same way, very similar.
See, both has to be, your process, your basics should be very strong. Architecture and golf. And I think it's all to do with your preparation to game or your work. So I feel there is very, very similar thought process for both. You'll have to plan. Of course, golf is a game of about 4-5 hours, but the project would take about 2 years. So each aspect of architecture is very similar to what you plan for golf.
Yeah, quite similar. Lot of visualization happens actually. So that's all throughout that. You're just targeting that and aiming that, working on the strategies, moving it forward. The end result is always seen actually that. So it's quite similar. You can draw many parallels while playing and the architecture.
Very much. I do believe in that. So, for me, both are one and the same. Because even in the project, we never let anything come in our way. We'll make sure that our design happens the way we have visualized. So similarly in golf, I'll never let anything, even a bad shot, I'll never let hamper my next shot. So it has helped in practice also.
I would say your muscle memory is very important for both, and intuition is very important for both in terms of architecture or golf. You go into unknown regions in both the fields. So I think it's all to do with your muscle memory. It builds through your process or your basics getting strong.
I connect both. So while playing golf as well as in the design, so you hit somewhere that like you reach some point that where there is no kind of logics, no rationals are working. Then the mind rests on some quiet place, somewhere that connect happens. So this is what it is required, which defies the logic also. Quite a few times, like while playing golf, you don't know what you have to do, because all your learnings, all your things, like it looks so complex. You'll have to stay quiet, calm yourself, and play with your gut. Similarly, it happens in the design also. Many complex things that which you can't arrive at it. It's an intuition, like which drives and concludes. So both have got a big role in me.
Yeah, in architecture, definitely we are very intuitive that ways. But in golf, at least I am not that much. So I believe in my skills and my strengths. But in design, yes, we have to be very intuitive.
For me, the ambiguity is sort of a challenge when it comes that there is some complexities which are involved. How you going to simplify? So that's where, like when those things are not working, a lot of things like the intuition comes into the picture. Stick to your basics, fundamentals. Start from there and address it. Like the ambiguity, obviously, is going to create chaos. While playing the golf, also that you reach a situation sometimes you don't know that what you have to do it. Then the easiest way is like stick to that, the basics, the fundamentals, without thinking much. Work with your intuition. That's in architecture also it happens that. So when there is an ambiguity, so go to the basics.
Yeah, both are same. Even in practice, we don't know how the project is going to take the course, and similarly in the round of golf. So even if you are playing in the same course twice a week or thrice a week, every day it's a new day. So there'll be that kind of uncertainties and all those things. That's the challenge. So as Arun said, we shouldn't be impulsive. We should understand the strength of the course and weakness of the course. Go accordingly. So similarly in practice also, we have to understand the client better, his requirements, his strengths and weaknesses. So then we have to live up to it. So that is what I feel.
To build anything great, you must first see it in your mind, your heart, and the future. I'm Chetan. This is Golf and Beyond.